A lot of you battle with your flash, and one of the great features that your Speedlight has is the zoom function. And today I want to chat to you about the zoom function. I don't know if you know that your camera has a zoom function, but it actually does, and it works almost like a lens zooming in and out, but I'm going to explain more just now. So this is sort of going to be a two-part episode. I'm going to load another video where I'm going to talk to you about flash a bit more, but today is going to be specifically about the zoom function. Let me go show you a quick illustration of what the zoom function on your flash does. Okay, I'm gonna try and do my best drawing skills for you guys. I really am not good at drawing, but let's draw a ceiling here. So that's your ceiling of your building. This is your Speedlight. And this is just to explain what the different zooms does on your flash. So here's another Speedlight. So if we do a 24mm zoom on this specific flash, the angle of the flash, let's make the ceiling all the way to the side, the angle of the flash would be really wide and the light would come back quite a bit wider. If we make a 105mm zoom on this flash, which my flash can do, and I know some flashes can do 200, and I think there's maybe some that can do even more. But what happens is the beam that the light goes up towards the ceiling is quite a bit narrower, but it still comes down quite wide, giving you quite a nice light, and then soft light because of the size of the light coming down. Now I have to tell you that if you have a higher ceiling, if the ceiling distance is higher, this would be perfect. The lower the ceiling, the more you're gonna go for a wider. Now it doesn't have to be 24 or 105. It could be maybe a 35mm or 60mm, depending on the height of the ceiling and the kind of look that you want. So I hope this little illustration helped you guys, and maybe you can save it, take a screenshot of it just to try and remember it. So now that you have seen the illustration, I hope it helped you to understand zoom slightly. But I want to quickly show you on my Speedlight, or make you hear the sound of the zoom function on my flash. So if I zoom out or in, let me put this to the mic. So that sound that you hear is the zoom function moving in and out. And it's literally like your lens of your camera going in and out, zooming in and out. But I think the best way to show you how the zoom function works is to shoot a model. So let's go and shoot a lovely model at a different location, and I'll show you what you can expect from the zoom function. See you there. We're in a beautiful venue here in town, and I got a model, Marie Favre. Welcome. Thank you so much for offering to model for us today. Marie is actually a makeup artist, not a model. You can go check out her business down below, mariefavre.co.za.
Yes.
All right, great stuff. She's a brilliant makeup artist and does hair. I've worked with her at quite a few weddings, quite a few model shoots. So if you need in the Western Cape someone to do hair makeup for you for a shoot or maybe your wedding, contact this girl, she's great. So we're gonna quickly shoot Marie with a couple of examples for you guys how to use the zoom function on your flash. It's very important to use that zoom function, and I'm going to show you just now. I'm also, like I said before, going to do a part 2, maybe next week, of where I will show you how to bounce flash using the zoom function and then getting some nice effects. Currently for this video, I'm using a nice softbox here on my left to create nice soft light on Marie and myself. But I'm going to show you how with your Speedlight to get a softbox effect using bouncing, but all that in the next video. Let's go to the flash and the zoom function. So the big important thing with light is that the bigger your light source, the softer the light. If you have a very small light source, like for example the flash here, the light is going to be harsh, the shadows is going to be harsh, and you want those shadows nice and flattering and soft. So to create a bigger light source, you can bounce from a wall, but that will get you in the next video. But for that, I use the flash zoom function, and I'm gonna show you guys just now how I do that by shooting a Marie. And I'm gonna put a side-by-side comparison with 24mm zoom versus 105mm zoom. And then you guys can see that you specifically look at the shadow line under her jaw and under her nose. There will be a harsher light under the 105mm zoom, and the 24mm will give a softer light. The reason for that is, as soon as I go to 24, the zoom is wider, like I showed you on the illustration, which means it's a softer light bouncing from the wall towards my model, creating that big light source, hence the soft light. If I zoom into 105mm, then the light becomes a bit harsher because it narrows the beam, making it a smaller light source, creating those harsher shadows under it. So Marie, give me your best pose. So this one, guys, my setting is on 24mm zoom on my camera or on my flash, and just gonna take that shot, and then Marie's gonna do another one. I'm gonna now change my settings to 105mm. So zooming in, bouncing off the wall, and that should give you a great example of what it looks like when I use the two different zoom functions.